and welcome back to the Prism Podcast. My name is Sydney Lish, but you can call me Sid. After 5 years of mentoring thousands of people as a wellness entrepreneur, I figured it was time to create a one-stop shop for you to find all things business advice, health and wellness, success principles, creating legacy income, tangible tips, motivation, and more. The Prism Podcast captures a full spectrum of all the information you need to actualize your excellence. So let's go. Welcome back to the Prism Podcast, everybody. I hope you are having a fabulous day. It is beautiful and sunny here in Austin, Texas today. Perfect for the topic that I want to talk about. So this week, I'm going to be talking about theming your days. And I know that a few weeks ago, I did an episode on batch creation. And this kind of falls into a similar bucket as batch creation because it's really about focusing your effort and energy into an activity that is like other activities. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of break it down for all of you. So theming your days, theming your weeks, theming your months, and theming your years, right? Everyone at the beginning of the year usually has like a themed word for the year. Some people it's focus, some people it's determination, some people it's clarity, some people it's, queen energy. My girlfriend Nafsika always says like, my word for the year is queen energy. So whatever it is for you, pick your word for the year, right? What's your overall focus for the year? Then you break it down into months. And I like to actually go through my months at the beginning of the year, maybe around my birthday in the middle of the year, so like a halfway point. And I pick what I'm going to have for my theme for each month. So for maybe January, it's, it's a cleaning month. So every single day you're going to be decluttering different areas of your house. Maybe February is a health month. So you're really focusing on dialing in your health. Maybe March is, like a business focus month where you're really focused on like creating a ton of content that month, becoming really creative. Maybe April is a hobby month. So you're focusing on really diving into different hobbies, learning new languages, playing sports, like whatever it may be, right? Categorize your months by focuses. Maybe May is like a focus on social life. So going to a ton of networking events, like really dialing in what you're focusing on for each month of the year. And then for each week, I like to break down my days. So this is really where this topic comes in to play. So theming your days. So what you want to do is you want to take your topic for the month and you want to obviously break it down into 4 weeks. And then each day of the week is going to be a different focus. So for example, I actually learned this from, who was it? I'm not even going to be able to remember. I don't know where I first heard this, but again, it's taking days and putting like buckets into each day. So instead of doing content creation every single day of the week and burning out and switching your focus throughout the day so often, it's doing content creation one day and being really creative one day of the week. And then it's, maybe a Monday of the week, it's your like follow-up day, it's your reach out day, it's your call day, it's your meeting day, right? Where you're getting ready for the day, you're going into in-person meetings, you're sitting down with people, you're drawing out the plan, you're, prospecting, whatever it may be. Maybe Thursday is an off day, right? Where you're completely off your phone, you're relaxing that day, you're going to the spa, you're going shopping, you're doing self-care, whatever you want to do on that day. Instead of feeling like you have to be working every single day on different, everything, it's putting things into buckets. And so I like to, again, theme my days. So for example, I'll kind of break down my days. My Sundays, every single week, my Sunday is like my mental wellness day. So I'm cleaning the house, I'm doing housework, I'm doing my budgeting, I'm doing some of my tax stuff, my QuickBooks, I'm getting my groceries for the week. I am prepping my week, and I talk about my entire prepping for my week in a different podcast. I think it's towards the beginning of the podcast I did, probably one of the first like 5 or 10 episodes. So you can go back and listen to exactly how I prep my week. And so that is my Sunday. It is like getting my head straight for the entire week. It's batching out my Instagram content, my Facebook content, so that it's all like pre-written. It is cleaning my house, maybe having a house cleaner come. It is like doing the things I need to do to get centered for the week ahead. Even doing like that, like I said, that financial stuff, those tax things, so that I'm not thinking about that during the week. Like I don't want to be sitting down on QuickBooks when my executive functioning Monday through Thursday or Friday gets to be put towards something much more priority than like categorizing expenses. I like to do that on like a Sunday where it's chill. I'm not like interacting and interfacing with a ton of people. So Sundays are my wellness day, my home day, like my house day. Mondays are my people day. I call it my people day. So it's like Mondays, I am going to be interfacing on Zoom. I am going to be on calls. I am going to be reaching out to as many people. It's like a blitz day. Monday is where I go ham and I just like dive in. So it's reach outs, it's following up, it's prospecting calls, it's discovery calls, it's launch associate calls, it's Zoom meetings, it's coaching calls, it's my team call day. So like all people all day, checking in on team members, all of that. So it's like full guns a-blazing, my people day. So that way I know that I don't have to be talking and interacting with people every single day. Obviously, I'm touching on people every single day of the week just because that's what I do. And it's like to know that those intentional days, I can like put that hat on that day and not feel burnt out because I'm doing it every single day of the week. My Tuesdays are my meeting days, my interviews, my podcast, my in-person. So it's like, again, it's a people day, but it's more like I'm going to be getting ready. I'm going to be putting on makeup, doing my hair, getting on a cute outfit, going out into the world, going to networking events. I do them Tuesdays, going to meetings in person with team. If I'm doing like a wellness event, I'm going to host it on like a Tuesday. I'm going to be doing podcast interviews on those days because I'm already ready. I'm going to be recording maybe like lives. I'm going to be, doing in-person people things where I might be needing to get a little bit more dolled up. I actually realized I was wasting so much time and energy and effort, like feeling like I had to get ready every single day or never getting ready and then never wanting to leave the house. If I'm not ready, then I don't want to leave the house, right? It's like I feel frumpy, I feel gross, I don't want to go to meetings. So when I can pre-plan, like every Tuesday, I am getting ready and I'm going to do this thing, right? It's like it helps me to know that I'm going to have days where I do get ready and days where I don't have to go get ready. And that, like, for me, is a big thing. I don't know why, it just really is. Okay, and then Wednesday is content creation. So it's creative days. So this is the days I'm going to be creating reels, podcasts, videos, lives. If I go live on Instagram or Facebook, these are days again where I'm touching on like different captions I'm going to be writing, blogs or brand collabs, whatever it may be that I'm going to be creating. This is like ultimate, like shut down the phone. Don't talk to me. I'm going to be in a creation mode. I might even do photo shoots on Wednesdays. And again, this is just a way for me to be able to like get in a zone. Like today, for example, I am doing like 20 podcast episodes. So I'm just sitting down, I'm in creation mode. And again, this is a bigger day because I'm actually doing this once a quarter. But on Wednesdays, normally it's like I sit down, I have I'm creative. It is my creativity day because I've noticed when I work in masculine energy and I'm like focused on serving people and doing phone calls and Zoom calls and all the stuff, it's more challenging for me to then switch halfway through the day and do creative stuff. It just doesn't work for me. So I like to have a full day of like creativity, videos, content creation, all that stuff. Thursday, I call it my ISA day. So it's my Isagenix day where I'm completely focused on following up, reaching out, tap rooting. If you're in, network marketing or you're in Isagenix, with my company, tap rooting is like going in, seeing who you can work with because we get paid on everyone the exact same. So I go through my back office. I'm touching on customers. I'm checking in with people, seeing how they're feeling on their products. I'm also using this Thursday because on Monday, I'm kind of separating it halfway through. So Monday, Tuesday, I'm really focused on people. Wednesday, I'm a little bit more off of people stuff. Thursday, I want to be touching high touch on everyone again. More calls maybe, really just interfacing with people again and focusing on like, how am I moving the business forward? Who am I rank advancing? Who am I getting started before the end of the week on Sunday? Who can I touch on before the weekend gets crazy and people are kind of off their phone in the summer? And then Friday, I do an off day. And this is something that I am the first to admit that I struggle with taking off days fully. I'm getting more rigid with it because I realize how much I deserve it, how much I need it, how much my brain needs it, how much my mental sanity needs it to unplug and be off my phone and do things I enjoy, which involves going out in nature, maybe paddle boarding, going on really long walks, doing my workouts, seeing friends, maybe going shopping, going to the gym, like really just having a day unplugged from technology. And that's really important, like completely disconnecting from technology, doing my hobbies, things like that. Saturday is another ISA day, so team check-ins, end of the week push through Sunday, just kind of wrapping up any loose ends, checking in on people, following up. And again, I usually work about I try and be really, really concise with my time on Saturdays, just as far as like when I'm working. So those are how I break down my days. And then within those days, I set my hours of operation. And so I'm a big believer in you don't have to work this, businesses 16 hours a day. I tried that. It was rough. So my hours of operation right now, and I kind of changed this based on the season right now, for example, Monday through Thursday, I'm like working, I wake up hardcore 8:30 to 11. I take a little bit of a break. I go work out. I do some self-care. I go on a walk. Then I'm back on the phones from 4 to 7, and then I'm winding down usually around like 8 or 9, just because Mondays I have team calls late, people are working late, so around 8 or 9 I'm winding down. Fridays I'm off, and then Saturdays and Sundays, my business hours right now are 10 to 2, 2 to 4 I'm chilling, working out, kind of relaxing a little bit, and then 4 to 6 I'm back on it, finishing out prepping for the week, maybe meal prepping, any stuff, like really like getting back into getting completely prepped for my week. Then what I like to do with this is put everything in my calendar. So I love to not only theme my days, but also time block. So what this looks like, I use Google Calendar on my phone and on my computer, and I put everything in my calendar. So like if it's follow-ups for 30 minutes and content creation, I change everything. I have color codes. So like my workouts, my morning routine, everything is set up and color coded. So for example, my workouts are in, I'm going to pull up my calendar right now and just walk you guys through a day. My workouts are in yellow. I have my morning routine in there, what I do for my morning routine. My walks, everything physical is like yellow, personal yellow. So my morning routine is yellow. I go to, the gym, I walk, yellow. Meeting, Zoom calls and Isagenix calls are green. Team calls are green. All my like conference calls, green, because Isagenix I just think of green. I think of money. My meetings, my in-person meetings are in blue. So my in-person meetings, whether it's personal, business, they're all in blue. And then my errands and everything are in purple. So errands, if I'm putting in like doing something with like going to a pure Pilates class with someone, I put in purple so I can identify that it's like something I'm doing with someone else. If I got to do laundry, I put it in purple. I put everything in my calendar. I put in the days that I'm going to be cleansing. I put in the days that I'm going to be doing content creation. I put what I'm going to be doing during those content creation times, right? I literally put when I'm taking a bath, like everything down to the last minute detail, because then I'm the boss of my calendar, but my calendar is my boss. So like I run my calendar, but my calendar is my boss. So once it's set up, like on a Sunday, I will go through the week as if I cannot waver on my calendar because it is already set up. Everything's time blocked. I know what I'm doing every hour of the day, even in the time that I have off. It's like, okay, for that time off from 2 to 4, I'm going on a walk. I'm going to be calling this friend. I'm going to be XYZing. And that way I am not wasting time. I'm smart with my time. And I know exactly what my plan is for the day and for the week. Because if not, you can get really distracted. It can become really easy to waste time and waste energy. So that is how I theme my year, my weeks, my months, my days. That's how I set my hours of operation. I take midday breaks. That's just like an Ayurvedic medicine type of deal. We're middle of the day from about 2 to 4. It's actually supposed to be, or 2 to 6. It's supposed to be very light flow, fun energy. So I like to take the middle of the day and rest a little bit, kind of like a, what is that? Like a midday break in Europe that they call it. I can't remember. Anyways, that is how I plan my week. I time block everything in my calendar. It helps so much. You guys implement this into your life. I can promise you it'll change the level of productivity and success you have in your life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have any other tips that I missed that you'd like to hear, please let me know. Or if you have any things you guys do that I didn't cover, I would love to know because I always love learning and hearing about new ideas. So I will see you guys next week for the next episode of the Prism Podcast. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Prism Podcast episode this week. It means so much that you got to the end of this episode. I want to acknowledge you for tuning in to grow yourself every single week. So if you loved this episode, leave a rating and a review. Please subscribe so that I know that you're loving this content, and I will see you next week. Hello and welcome back to the